At Pedregal, there's just this presence of rock. I mean, it took pickaxe to plant it. When you step off the driveway, you're crushing gravel underfoot. You're looking for rattlesnakes between the boulders. There's the massive boulder itself in the middle of the vine row. There's scree around the trunks of these vines, and then you look up to the hillsides and you see that the scrub brush and the trees are all stunted up there, and there's just this sense of struggle on this hillside.
Both the rocks and that clay washed down in some fashion from the Vaca Range into that area of Oakville, that particular area on the eastern side of the Napa Valley. Then there's this iron-rich clay that coats all the soil in the area, Screaming Eagle, Rudd, Della Valle.
What Pedregal gets from the rock is an unequaled amount of tannin, but it's a quality of tannin that is beautiful from any age. Even in its youth, it is velvety and sleek and ready to go, but give it 20, 30 years and you'll be just as happy.
I'm a classicist. I worked with the MUEX organization twice, in '79, right out of Davis, and then in '89 a second time. And I basically make our Cabernets exactly like we were doing in Pomerol.
And so being able to track what our dad taught us to that level of history in Bordeaux and use that sort of scientific old school mentality as our way of interpreting Pedregal Vineyard is exciting and unique and interesting.
I think one of the special things about it is the co-fermentation of the Petit Verdot with the Cabernet. When we harvest the Cabernet, I'll put it in a tank and leave room for about 3 more tons of grapes, and then we pick the Petit Verdot maybe 4 or 5 days later and then put it in the same tank. And Petit Verdot is so rich in color and tannin that the co-fermentation facilitates the full extraction of that material.
We really appreciate that aspect of seeing Pedregal, and it's neat to see 13, 14, and 15 all together because it was a dramatic bunch of vintages. 13 had this lovely structure to it because of the drought, and 14 was nice and smooth and even, and 15 was a challenge, and to me is a nice reminder why you turn to wineries with good viticultural and winemaking knowledge, because they can show you what's possible in a challenging year like 15, and I'm really enjoying how the 15 is aging.
Because Pedregal is such an inflective site and has such a strong signature in the glass, a vertical really gives you a strong impression of each vintage. You can learn a lot about sequential vintages by tasting from such a distinctive site.